Queen of the Coast, Episode 4. No. I screamed at the top of my lungs, my voice echoing above the sky, as a heavy thunder struck and rain started pouring down. Tears streamed down my face, matching the intensity of the rainfall, as I cried uncontrollably and screamed in agony. How could this be happening? Why was I the only one suffering? Why wasn't anyone there to help me? I couldn't comprehend the cruelty of the world. Aunt Kate can't give me just a small amount of money to take care of my mum. Instead of helping my mother, she had decided to take her life. There was no excuse for her actions, and she knew it. She has committed a heinous act by taking the life of my mother. I vow to make her pay for her actions with her own blood. Her wickedness and lack of compassion will not go unpunished. As the rain poured down heavily, I collapsed onto my mother's lifeless body, weeping uncontrollably. My tears flowed endlessly as I thought about what could have been done differently. Perhaps, if I had left her at home, this tragedy could have been avoided. I am now left without a mother, father, or siblings. How will I survive without her presence? Who will I turn to with my complaints? Who will understand me like she did? Who will call me the daughter and treat me with the same love and care as she did? As I lay there in the rain, with my thoughts racing through my mind, I couldn't help but feel the weight of the loss of my beloved mother. I stayed there for several minutes until the heavy rain subsided a bit. With my bare hands, I lifted my mother's lifeless body and began walking back home in the middle of the lonely midnight. Although the rain continued to fall, it was not as heavy as before. As I walked, a car passed by and stopped beside me. I stopped and looked at the car with teary eyes. To my surprise, it was Tina who stepped out of the car and beckoned me to quickly get inside. She apologized for her mother's mistreatment towards me and offered to help me take my mother to the hospital. Let's put her in the car so we can rush to the hospital immediately. I have some cash with me, she said as she tried to assist me in carrying my mother. However, at that moment, something took over me. I couldn't let go of my mother's body, and I couldn't speak either. It was as if I had transformed into another being, and the power within me was palpable to anyone who knew me. Tina, are you okay? She asked me, but I remained silent, tears streaming down my face. She repeated my name with a louder voice, Zara. Suddenly, I felt something leave me, and I collapsed with my mother's corpse. Tina tried to catch us, but we were too heavy for her to hold. As I fell, my mother's body slipped out of my grasp. What are you doing? Why did you let your mother fall like that? Tina yelled at me, not realizing that my mother was already dead. She's dead. She's already dead. Your mother killed her. Your mother is heartless. So heartless. I screamed at her, and she was visibly shocked. Tina took a step back and covered her mouth with her hand as tears rolled down her face. She cried with me, and I could tell that she felt my pain. She knew that I was nothing without my mother and understood what I had been through, even when my mother was still alive. Despite her being a good friend, she was born to a wicked mother. However, at this moment, my anger could have been directed at anyone, even her. I'm so sorry, Zara. I don't know. I don't even know what to say, Tina stammered for a while. What else could she possibly say? Nothing. I looked at her with tears in my eyes but didn't say a word to her. I silently picked up my mother's body from the ground. Zara, I know you're angry, but... Tina tried to say, but I cut her off. Never mind. Just go live a happy life with your mum. I know that I have a strength behind me, even though I have never felt it, or seen any signs of it. But I have hope, I said, my voice filled with anger. I will not die. I will never die poor. I turned to walk away, but Tina blocked me. Zara, I'm very sorry. I swear it wasn't my fault that my mum is so wicked. She tried to explain, but I interrupted her with a harsh tone. Sorry for what exactly? What would your sorry do for me? Would it provide a better future or money for me? How is your sorry going to comfort me from the death of my mother? You just sit there and let your mum do whatever she wants. I said, and Tina hung her head in tears. I was sure that she regretted it. Even when you know it's wrong, you didn't even try to challenge her. There are so many things we can't ignore. At least, I'm not a stranger to you. Why couldn't you stop her? I asked as Tina knelt down, tears streaming down her face. Her tears felt like a mockery to me. I was beginning to develop hatred towards her because of what her mother had done. You have been more than a sister to me, and I to you. It would be a lie if you said I didn't try my best, Tina said, trying to defend herself. You have my share of money. Sometimes, I don't even eat. I gave you the money so that you could take care of your mother, and you say I didn't try. So, the only way you could say I've tried is when I fight against my mother. She asked, giving with a non-smiling face. And even after your mother killed the only thing I had left, my mother. I shouted with a loud and painful voice. You still think that you've tried? Then go on with it, I told her as I started walking home. Zara, wait. Zara, wait. I'm sorry, please. I'm very sorry, Tina called out to me, but I didn't pay any attention to her. I kept walking home. Zara, can I at least give you a lift? She asked, but I didn't care to accept her offer. What difference would it make? Would it bring my lovely mother back to life?